Good morning, y'all. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. I wanted to come give y'all a quick little channeled message for this beautiful day. Happy Monday. Y'all, it's very important that everyone knows that we create our own reality. Like, everything is formed from our thoughts. Everything that's here has been created from a single thought. And a lot of our thoughts are not our own thoughts. What we focus on is what our reality becomes. So just focusing on fear and negativity attracts that into our lives. It might not attract the specific thing that we're fearing or worrying about, but it does attract just negative stuff. Like for example, like the other day I was just thinking about negative thoughts, and as soon as I thought that, I slipped. And the more in line we get and the more in tune we get with Creator, when we do have those negative thoughts, it creates these like instant manifestations of just like these little negative things that'll happen. It's like instant manifestation, like reminding us that we're out of balance and to get back on the train. So it's important to consciously remember this, because it's so easy to get caught up in the program and wake up and be on autopilot and just do everything that we're programmed to do, and just what our bodies start acting as a computer, basically, where like it's just programmed to do certain things and we're not even using like our own consciousness, like being aware in the present moment. So I just wanted to get that out there, because everything is energy, and it can only be transmuted or transformed. So it's constantly changing, and getting bigger or smaller depending on how much attention we put on things. So I'm gonna pick some cards and just give a little positive message for today. I like to stick to just positive messages. I don't like to necessarily read off of certain tarot decks, just because a lot of those have negativity in them as well, and I don't want to focus on any of that. So the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. So that's just what I was just now talking about. Like, we live in the matrix. So when we connect to that divinity in the matrix, like that's the connection. Everything else is just, it's this web. It is a web of connection and energy just being transmuted back and forth through this web. Heart home, compassion, the number 27. Compassion is one of the best things to sit in as far as lifting our vibration and changing the energy, having compassion. In heart home, like, our hearts are our home. Like, really thinking about it, our hearts are our home, because home is where love is. Home is where safety is. Like, it's a boundary, you know? And when it's filled with love and compassion, the home itself is going to have an energetic vibration that's super high. So the metaphor in that, and just heart home, is like, make your heart your home. Our heart, our physical heart, has an energetic connection to the cosmos. There is an energetic connection from our physical heart to the cosmos. So there's always something moving there. And depending on our vibration, the higher it is, the more channeled downloads that are going to come through that we're going to get. This is the Earth Alchemy deck. I love this deck so much. Spirit, God, Creator, what messages do you have for the collective today? What messages do you have on this beautiful, peaceful, beautiful, yet cold Monday? Herkimer Diamond and Snowdrop, resurrection, commitment, purification, and devotion. Commitment, purification, and devotion. So I feel like this is also kind of hitting on the heart home. Just purifying that space, purifying that heart space, your home, your heart. There's so much that can happen from just clearing out the toxins and the low vibrational energy just from our cells. Our individual cells, we are made up of cells. And the only reason that we don't see that when we look at each other is because our brains are developed in a certain way to where when we blink and certain things happen, we see things differently than they actually are. So our cells are vibrating constantly. And just to make a long story short, just straight up and simple, the more of an energetic vibration of love that we're in, the higher our cells vibrate in space. So we can be sitting right next to somebody that's got a super low vibration. And if our vibration is up here, our energies cannot cross like that. What other messages do you have for the collective, God? Mama Coco and Rhodonite. Heart opening. Heightened sensitivity, unifying, high on love. Exactly what I was just saying again, y'all. Your home is your heart. Open up that space. Open up that space. And redecorate. Renovate. Get in there and make modifications. Paint. Put up new artwork. Energetically. Like that's a really cool meditation to do. I just thought of it, like going into your heart home and doing like fall cleaning, redecorating, renovating, all of it. Decorate your heart home and it will open up your heart. It will heighten your sensitivity. Getting high on love, y'all. High on love. Labradorite and blue lotus flower. Psychic gifts, wise sage, awareness, call to action. So once we open up that heart space, it opens up psychic gifts. Like we all have psychic gifts. We all have whatever is labeled as magic, quote unquote. It all lives inside of us. It's all inside of us. And we just have to do the work. It might take months, it might take years, it might require awakening after awakening. It doesn't matter. Like, your journey is your own journey, and it's supposed to be however it is. But opening up that heart space, clearing it out, will open up psychic gifts and awareness. Golden topaz and yellow rose, abundance, raising your vibration, light missions, raw activations, right? So again, like I was saying, the higher your vibration, the more places you're gonna go. I've started having dreams, like, and I'm not even sure that they're dreams. They're so vivid. And a lot of times it's visitations from people who have passed over. They feel different than a regular dream. The conversations feel different than a regular dream. Raw activations, like just through simple meditation and sitting down for as long as you can and just trying to think about nothing and just opening it up. And the more you practice, you might not get anything at first, but the more you practice, it'll start coming through. The downloads will start coming through. The light activation will start coming through. Spirit, what other messages do you have? What other messages do you have for the collective today? Today. Lilac Spirit Quartz, community, healing division, teamwork, freedom. And what I'm getting immediately from this card is that we are all connected. There is no singularity, and ourselves, the self is just a part of the ego that we develop once we realize our separation. Like, when you think about it, even newborn babies, like, it takes them however many months to even realize the detachment from their mother's womb. So there's so many metaphors here on earth that we can look at and relate to, saying that, like, this just proves that we are all connected. Like, the organization of trees, like, if we went under the ground and saw, like, all of the roots are connected, everything is intertwined. If a tree a mile away doesn't have enough water, the tree up the root gets a signal, and the whole system can send that tree what they need. That's how we are connected as well, and it is an illusion that we don't appear connected, because our energy is all connected. And that's why people who tend to be more empathetic have a harder time, because when walking into a room or a grocery store or anything, you know, anxiety or just emotions, whatever, can go from 0 to 1,000 within a matter of seconds or minutes. And it's just because those type of people are like sponges. Pink Chalidony, creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. We create our own reality. Life is your canvas. It's up to you what you want to paint on it. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, and sacred ones, I call upon you now. Set the intention that whatever gifts and whatever lessons are gained from this tool will be dedicated to all growth of all beings in all places. Thank you, God. Angels and ancestors, what messages do you have that you want to come out today for the collective? The hunter, track down your fears and desires, right? Because fear is just something that we create in our head. So if you track it down and be brave and be honest at the same time, they will always be conquered. Track down your fears and desires. Because remember, the reward in tracking down a fear and overcoming it is way greater than that fear, the illusion of the fear, could ever be. arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. So just like I was saying, with being an empath, it's very, very important to protect the energy regularly, constantly. Sage. Sage is amazing. Sage your house. Sage your space. Call in the divine. Meditate. Protect your energy. Ask the divine to take that toxic energy out and imagine it releasing from your body. I'm going to do a meditation later on this week too, of releasing. Angels, what other messages do you have for the collective today? Angels, ancestors, and sacred ones, what other messages do you have for the collective today? Archangel Shamuel, unconditional love, the archangel of love, heart healing, self-love. So this message is 1000% revolving around the heart opening. It's loud, y'all. It's super loud. Love your heart. That seems like an oxymoron. Love your heart. Not an oxymoron, but yeah, it just seems backwards. But renovate it. Redecorate. Let it open. Let it do that healing. And start feeling little flutters in your chest. That means it's working. Merlin, alchemy, manifestation, magician. Merlin the musician, magician. I was just talking about that too. Manifestation, alchemy. Alchemy is the ability to transmute energy. So it's like I graduated from Corinne Grillo's Angel Alchemy Academy, and I was taught how to transmute energy. Some people are just have it like it's like a natural ability to just, you know how some people can just walk into a room and brighten it up. Some people can walk into a room and have the total opposite effect. But being able to consciously transmute the energy, that's alchemy. And it's cool as shit. What other messages do you have, Spirit, for this beautiful, beautiful day? Everyone's gonna have an amazing day. Spirit, I ask that you please bless each and every person that is listening to this message. Every person that hears this message, please let them be blessed with the most abundance in every aspect of their life. Archangel Zadkiel, mercy, transmutation, violet flame. Archangel Zadkiel also represents the third eye. More psychic abilities, seeing things, getting downloads. Transmutation, that's like I was talking about alchemy, like transmuting the energy. Spirit, please give me one more card for the collective today. Let's pick from the top. Sekhmet. Fierceness, destruction, rebuilding. Wow. And she has a cobra coming out of her crown with a third eye around her neck. I love that. Fierceness, destruction, rebuilding. So when you go into your heart home to rebuild, there might have to be some destruction first. Tearing down all of those programs. Think about it, however old you are. So I'm 39 years old. So 39 years of tearing down emotions and programs, and think of all the things that are just sticking in there. You gotta destroy it and rip them out, make the space. Then you go and rebuild, paint the walls, put up new artwork, cleanse the energy, call in the divine, all of it, rebuild that heart space. I'm excited about this, y'all. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I hope everyone is blessed abundantly. Remember to think positive. Whenever you get into a space of feeling crappy and thinking on a lower vibration, if you consciously change that thought and think about the most happy, positive thing that you can think about, it creates a balance. And the more that we do that, our resting point, our energetic resting point becomes higher. Some people's resting point is super low and they always tend to fall into that cup is, half empty state. That's their natural resting point because of the programs and the lack of energy work. The more we balance that and the more we think positive, it balances it. And then the more we think positive, it keeps going up, and our resting place can't go down here anymore because we've trained it to only be here. So it's important to consciously practice these things every single day. Thank y'all. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can rebuild my heart hope. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day.